everyone, my name is Lita Mbiki and welcome to my channel. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be back on my YouTube channel. It's been a bit more than 10 months since I posted something, and as you can see by my dolled up face, I have reasons, and the reasons is that I finally passed my master's degree. Yay! And so I'm practicing now my makeup for grad, and I'm trying to see what will work with my face. So if there are any makeup girlies out there that can help your girl out, it would be much appreciated. I would really appreciate it. Also, as a graduate, I'm also falling in the new category of being unemployed. Yay! So if you want to support the unemployed youth of South Africa, I would suggest you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll be supporting the youth of this country. Thank you very much. I'm also aiming for 2,000 subscribers by my birthday in June. That'll be also really great to achieve that by June. As well, I'm trying to get monetized, guys, so I can get at least 15 cents from YouTube, if that's even possible. So any help, whether commenting, subscribing, liking, even commenting a hateful comment, it'll be fine. Just showing engagement will be really helpful for qualifying for monetization. So anything would be very much appreciated, and thank you so much for the support you guys have been giving me in my leave of absence. I can't believe I've actually gained some numbers after I left. It's been such a true blessing, and I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you that has stuck besides this channel, that has still watched and engaged with my content. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you, and I hope we can grow as a community in the upcoming months and hopefully years. Before I start rambling on about stuff, let me just get right into the topic of this video, which is to see whether doing a BSc in South Africa is a good idea. And honestly, to answer that question, there are two things that you have to think about. That's A, what do you want to do after your degree, and B, where do you want to study. Now, for most BSc kids, there are three main avenues that people want to go into. That is lab work, clinical trial work, or academic work. Now, honestly, I want to be honest with you, lab work, it's what most people want to do, I know that, but it's also the hardest for people to get into, and that's also especially for kids who go through the university system. And that's because I don't know if you are graduating this year and you're looking at listings and you're seeing a lot of the listings are saying that they want someone who has HPCSA certification in certain, in lab technician, medical sciences, whatever, and you are sitting with your BSc thinking, but I want to work in a lab, but I don't have those certifications. It's the thing that unfortunately universities don't prioritize practical skills. They prioritize knowledge, academic knowledge. So to be honest, BSc kids who went to universities and want to do lab work, it's a bit of an uphill, I'm not gonna lie. There is, not saying that you cannot do lab work with a BSc degree. Obviously you most definitely can do that lab work, but I would suggest, if you are a kid with a BSc from a university and you want to do lab work, trying to do your honors, because within your honors you are most likely gonna get more skills in lab techniques and lab work and lab efficacy and lab principles, which will allow you to be more qualified to work in a lab. That's the most frustrating thing that I know a lot of kids talk about. When I go on TikTok and I see a lot of kids are complaining that they want to work in labs and they did do a BSc through university, but they're not certified through the HPCSA. And the thing is that honestly, to be qualified to be registered with the HPCSA, you have to log in a certain amount of hours. And with university, if you're a university student, you know that they mostly focus on the academic knowledge, knowing things, more than giving you practical skills in lab techniques. So honestly, if you are in matric or grade 11 and you're thinking that you want to work in a lab one day, I would suggest aiming for University of Technologies, also known as Technikons, because those will give you enough hours to like go to qualify to register with the HPCSA. But again, for masters, for university students or BSc students from universities, again, try to aim for doing an honors, because that will help you that will increase your hours. And also trying to aim for internships at labs, who also increase your hours and allow you to do certification programs through them. So that'll be my advice to people who are doing a BSc and want to work in labs. But if you are doing a BSc and you're not really focusing on doing lab and you're not really having your heart set on lab work, the two options that are most readily available for you are clinical trial work and academic work. Clinical trial and academic work are very academic based kind of workings, so knowing things and knowing how to gain knowledge and how to apply that is more of a skill that's needed in those industries. So the clinical trial work, being like a clinical trial assistant, being a clinical trial associate, also being like a sales rep, that also falls under clinical work within like the sciences. Those are more of like, are you able to retain information and able to produce it or say it to a clientele base? So that's like with clinical trial work in the sciences. And then with academia and sciences, of course, being a lecturer as well as being a medical writer and like those kind of professions are also are done through understanding of clinical trial, of understanding of academic work and understanding of the procedure of learning something and able to produce it or present it to someone else. So yeah, so I guess out of all of that, the question would be, is it worth doing a BSc in South Africa? Of course it is. Knowledge is never a waste of time, and doing things that you're passionate about is never a waste of time. But I think if you know what you want to do in the sciences, and then trying to aim accordingly. So if you want to do lab work, honestly aim to go to a Technikon, because those will give you the most opportunities to gain skills to qualify for lab work. But if you really want to go into clinical trial or academic work, then universities would be the best option for you. I hope this video is helpful. I hope that I made sense. I hope that you don't hear the background noise. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below any information that you'd like to know about university life, about anything like that. Especially if you want to have more information about Technikons and universities and the differences and the benefits and cons of each of those things, please let me know and I'll make a video about it. Also, if you don't feel comfortable enough to comment down below, my DMs are always open and I'm always willing to help a student who DMs me. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and hope to see you very, very soon. Okay, bye.